What up, what up, what up? Hostage Heart is your host, Cookie Universal. Here we go with a good new game called Hostage Heart. We got two baddies. I have no idea how this is gonna go, so let's get into it. Has life knocked you off course? Maybe you got an unexpected bill, a business setback, or even a medical emergency. When life becomes uncertain, you deserve the support you can trust. At EverTrust, financial hardship never stands between you and tomorrow. With tailored repayment options, fast approval, and support from our dedicated lending specialist, our recovery assistance program is here to help you move forward. Everyone deserves a second chance. EverTrust Bank. If you ever trust a bank, make sure it's EverTrust. Hopefully that answers your questions. Is there anything else you'd like to know? So, I just sign on the bottom here? Yep, and one more signature on the back of the form. The back? Oh, sorry, I missed that. This is my first time getting one of these programs. Thank you, you've been a huge help. Sorry, I didn't catch your name. Let me see. Roma. Yeah, Roma this time. Thank you, Roma. I hope you have a wonderful day. Your latest client gathers his copy of the paperwork like it's something precious and leaves your desk smiling. That expression never gets old, even after working here for so long. It's still incredibly rewarding to see the smile on someone's face when a problem they've been carrying for months finally has a plan attached to it. As he walks to the exit, you click back into the application system and mark the appointment as complete. Roma, how are we tracking today? Oh my. Oh wow. Oh wow. Yes, draft, you're a baddie. Your manager, Lauren, appears by your desk, tablet in hand. We're almost halfway to our monthly target. I have two more appointments this afternoon, which should push us ahead of schedule. Excellent. I have good news for the exits today. What's today? It's the day the executives visit. You'll be seeing them come in and out of the office, so be on your best behavior, okay? Am I ever not? She gives you a pointed look. Do you remember what else is today? You're testing me, aren't you? I've been in back-to-back appointments and haven't checked my email. Lauren laughs. Roma, today's your 5th work anniversary. Congratulations. Oh, right. Thanks. Can't believe it's been 5 years already. Let's make it another 5, shall we? I majored in finance. It's not like I can do anything else. You know, you're not supposed to tell your manager that. I thought we were close. Ignoring your fiend sadness, Lauren pats you on the back. It's the same pat she's been giving you for 5 years, ever since your first performance review, when she told you that you had a way with people, then moved on before you could figure out what to do with that information. In the 5 years you've known her, Lauren hasn't changed. She hasn't aged a day either. Go on, your break. On time before I get in trouble. As Lauren walks away, you stand from your desk and fish out your work phone. We got so many different names on here, okay. Sure enough, your inbox is full of emails. Congratulations on 5 years. The subject lines say, one after another. A few have already escalated to suggesting drinks at the bar, down the street. Thank your coworkers. Agree to work drinks. Thank your coworkers. You've worked at Everest since they hired you as a fresh graduate, making your way up from bank teller to senior lending specialist. After 5 years, these people feel less like coworkers and more like a family. You type out a quick group reply, thanking everyone for their kind words. Your email is warm but not embarrassing. You do have a reputation to protect. You are rewarded with confetti and cocktail reacts. You're deciding on what to buy for lunch when a group of girls enter the bank. They don't look like they're here to do their banking. All the girls are wearing dark clothing with face masks, berets, and hoodies obscuring their facial features. We're here. The girl at the front has striking purple braids peeking out from beneath her beret. Something green rests in her hand. A phone, maybe? She's not looking at it. She's looking at the room, taking inventory. The girl in the cat beret falls into step beside her, seemingly delighted by the lobby's decor.
So pretentious, I remember.
Hi. Welcome to Everest. Do you have an appointment? The girls walk directly past the customer service officer, offering a greeting, not even sparing her a glance. You have a bad feeling about this. They reach the middle of the lobby and split without a word, one drifting to the door, another moving towards the stairs. The girl with the purple braids walks directly to Lauren. Lauren is frozen, seemingly unsure of what to do. The girl looks at your manager dead in the eye.
You have 1 hour to bring me Adrian Crow, or this building explodes.
Silence spreads through the lobby, one person at a time until until no one moves. Adrian Crow, Evertrust, what the fuck? Evertrust CEO. He's the public face of the banks, turnaround after the recession, and the architect behind the bank's transformation into the country's largest financial institution. Why would she need? Okay, I'm not even gonna ask questions. You've only seen the name of at the bottom. I can't English. What the fuck's going on? You've only seen the name at the bottom of company emails. This can't be right. He wouldn't come to a branch. No, it's the day of the exec visit. Thought hits like cold water. Adrian Crow in this building today? Somehow this girl has done her research. Your mouth goes dry. You've been in. What is happening? Okay, you've seen the situation play out in the training videos HR makes you do every year. You know what this is, but you never ever thought it would actually happen. From across the room, a man makes a run for it. A gunshot rings out. Oh no. His scream curdles your ear. He crumbles onto the ground, clutching his leg. Blood begins to spread across the floor. For a second, your brain refuses to understand what you're looking at. Then the lobby erupts. Oh my god! Someone call the police! Please, help him! Please don't blow us up. I don't want to die. The sound compounds your own heartbeat. It suddenly is too loud. Louder than the crying, louder than the screaming. You rack your brain from those HR videos, active threat protocol. There were steps. You did the training every year. You sat through the whole thing. There were definitely steps. In the videos, the robbers are always men in ski masks, aggressive. Apparently, HR has never considered they might be girls, or that this fact would make it harder to process. My son is outside. Please, my son is outside. Don't shoot. Please don't shoot. Everyone on the ground. No one else runs. People lower themselves to the floor one by one, trembling and sniffling, clutching bags and sleeves. You do the same. Your knees hit the floor hard. In your peripheral vision, you see Lauren led away by one of the girls. You pray she'll be okay. The masked girl signals to the girl with the cat beret.
Salvi. I'm on a Neri.
The masked girl, Nuri, must be the leader. Selby circles the lobby with the metal box, yanking phones from each person's hand, while Nuri walks to the middle of the room. Everyone, listen up. We're only here for Adrian Crow and nothing else.
Keep your heads down and you won't get hurt. No talking, no sudden movements. Your phones will be confiscated. If everyone cooperates, this will only take an hour.
Her voice is cold when she speaks, but something about it catches under your skin. You know that voice. Where have you heard it before? Selby reaches you with the metal box tucked under one arm. She holds out her palm.
Banker, phone please.
You hesitate, but hold out your work phone. She snatches it from your hand and drops it into the metal box. The sound it makes joining the others is somehow worse than all of the ones before it. Selby moves quickly, vaulting over desk instead of going around. Every time a phone is hit the bottom of the box, the sound makes your stomach tighten. Before long, everyone's phones are in her metal box.
I love new toys.
Well, get the phones back, right? It's a new model, and I just... Neri turns her head. The man goes quiet so quickly his mouth is still half open. Across the room, a woman is crying. She's trying not to. Her whole body is working against her, shoulders shaking, hands pressed over her mouth, but her eyes keep going to the man on the floor. She can't stop. His wife, maybe, or just a stranger who can't look away. Neri sighs, turning to Selby. Selby?
Make her stop crying. Sure thing.
You turn away just as Selby gags the woman with a piece of cloth. As the group is distracted, you shift your weight carefully, pretending to lower your head further. Your personal phone is still in your pocket. You slide it out as quietly, not as quickly, as you can, keeping it low against your thigh. The screen lights up against your palm, face down, and you kill the brightness with your thumb before it can catch. A call is out of the question. You imagine speaking out loud into the silence, but you know how fast Selby moves. No call, text. You open your contacts. Her name is still there. You never deleted it, which you've told yourself it's just practical. You know not to pick up if she ever called, but that's not really why, and you know it. Bank's being robbed. Help. Maybe she's already blocked you. She broke up with you 2 years ago to focus on her job in the police force. 2 years is enough to turn someone into a stranger, and maybe you've wasted the only card you had on an ex-girlfriend who's moved on and has every reason not to pick up for you. But when you press send, the text goes through. A second later, you get a reply. Stay where you are, I'm coming. Tell me what's happening when you can. Your breath catches. Karina responded. You type again faster now. They want to blow up the building. What are you looking at? Your head snaps up. Neri is looking directly at you. You've been watching her since she walked in, and her voice keeps snagging at something you can't name. You sound familiar. Have you been to this bank before? Neri's eyes widen at your words, something flickering behind them. She seems caught off guard. The girl behind her points her gun at you. Stop fooling around! You raise your hands immediately and look back down. As soon as her head is turned, you nudge the phone so it sits behind the dustbin, hidden by stray balls of paper. A masked girl comes down the stairs. Lauren is in front of her, moving stiffly, a gun at her back. The relief hits you first. She's alive, she's upright, and then the horror comes right behind it, because Lauren is walking with her hands slightly raised and her face as gone the color of paper. In 5 years, you have never seen Lauren look like that.
Floors 1 and 2 have been searched. He's not up there.
Look again. He's in the building. The girl heads back up without argument. You watch Lauren lower herself carefully to the floor. Not looking around, she's holding herself very still, as if trying not to fall apart in front of people. Adrian Crow will be hiding. Upstairs is a maze of offices and meeting rooms. He could be anywhere. If he's here. If he's here, you let yourself sit with that for a moment. If he isn't here, if someone got the schedule wrong, if the visit was pushed back, if Crow left early, then there's nothing to find, then this ends. The man on the floor gets help and Lauren stops looking like that, and everyone goes home, right? Then, police sirens. Blue and red lights flash through the glass doors. Karina. You can see it on the floor, people's expressions growing more hopeful. Some of the masked girls look a bit shifty, glancing at each other.
Wow, they're here already?
Sally presses a hand to her mouth, delighted.
It's gonna get interesting.
Nuri looks calm. Be prepared for this. Continue as planned. Your phone buzzes against the dustbin. Be my eyes. Tell me what's going on. You glance at Neri. She's scanning the room, her back half turned. You type fast. You hit send quickly and put away your phone again.
Neri, do you want me to check upstairs again? I promise. I'll find Crow super fast. You said I could bully him a little if I wanted to.
Neri adjusted her face mask, apparently considering this. Another masked girl steps forward, looking a little wary. Neri, the police got here in 15 minutes. We didn't account for that. Maybe he really isn't here. He could have been delayed, or we could have gotten the date wrong. No, he has to be here. The girl doesn't push it. Suddenly, the speaker crackles. This is the police. Can you hear me? Mary tilts her head up. She speaks, her voice carries easily, and she's been expecting the call. I can hear you. As I said, you have 1 hour to bring me Adrian Crow. Everyone walks out if you cooperate. We want to resolve this safely. No one has to get hurt. Then don't waste time. The line cuts. You get another text from Karina. Don't do anything risky. You see an opening, give me the signal. You remember it. You send Karina a quick thumbs up and lock the screen.
Do you still have your phone?
Your heart jumps. Sylvia's already moving, but Neri puts a hand out without looking at her. I'll handle it. Neri begins to walk towards you. Back pocket, there's a stack of paper and trash can. Fuck. You return the phone back to its previous spot behind the trash can where the shadows are the thickest. Stand! Oh, wait, wrong one. Stand! Arms out. You stand. Up close, Neri is somehow smaller than she looked from across the lobby. You notice how small her hands are in particular, because they are now roaming your body. Ayo. She starts at your shoulders and works down, and you become very suddenly aware of the specific distance between you. You're close enough that you could see the exact curve of her lashes above the mask. You look at her face, her eyes are yellow, an unnatural yellow that doesn't occur in nature, which means colored contacts. You know her voice, it's right there, the memory of it, just far enough back that you can't reach. If only you could see her face behind the mask, you could. She catches you looking, and her hands pauses. Your eyes meet. I don't know if I'm gonna tease her. Careful. I mean, dinner first. She pulls away sharply. You wonder if you're about to get shot. You work at this bank, so watch your mouth. Then watch where you're touching. Maybe she'll just slap you. The two of you are interrupted by a yelp. Lauren's. Sylvie has shoved her hard onto the floor, wrenching her arm behind her back and pressing the gun against her head. You're hurting me!
Does it hurt? Then spill where Crow is.
Sylvie digs the gun harder into Lauren's hair.
Or hiss your cute little skirt in front of everyone and I'll let you go.
How do I know you won't kill me anyway? Please stop. I can't watch this. Sylvie. The room has lurched sideways. Everyone is looking at Lauren. Even Neri has turned. Your hand finds your phone. You don't decide to reach for it. It's just suddenly there in your palm. Your thumb is already moving. Everything narrows. Fuck! The door is right there. Neri's back is turned. The sirens are outside and Karina is outside. And every 1 second and every second, there we go. And every second you stay in this building is another second something goes wrong. This is your chance. No! Lauren, I'm sorry. You move. Karina, I know you're watching. Raising your hand to the air, you make the L sign. You know she sees it. Despite the lecture hall being packed with students, only one of them catches your eye. You see her often with her study notes sprawled all over the desk. You two share the same classes after all. She's the kind of student who pays close attention to the professor, highlighting and annotating her papers, no matter what class it is. You scan the room. Most of the seats are filled. That is, except for the one next to her. You quietly slip into the row and sit down. She glances at you briefly, then returns her attention to the front. The professor is lecturing on criminal justice reform, about mandatory minimums, systematic bias, and such. You should be taking notes yourself, but you can't help but focus on her. The lecture ends and students begin to pack up. Chatter filling the hall. You linger for a moment. She's still writing, adding a final note to her page. With a click of her pen, she closes her notebook and starts gathering her things.
Can I help you?
You realize you're staring. You quickly look away. Oh, it's nothing. Sorry. She lets out an amused hum, slinging her bag over her shoulder.
Roma, was it?
You know my name?
Mm-hmm. The professor called on you the other day. You answered a question about how the law protects the people. You said the law's only as good as the people willing to enforce it fairly. A grim view, considering you're gonna become one of those people if you're here.
Well, you heard about the Waldo case, right? The guy who walked because the arresting officers botched the search warrant. All that evidence, and it never even made it to the trial. I'd like to think I'd at least fill out the paperwork right in the future. She stretches her hand out.
I'm Karina, by the way.
You take it. The campus coffee shop becomes your regular spot. It's easy to plan hangouts when your schedules are similar. You start studying together, though most of the time you're just listening to Karina ramble about recent cases. Yesterday it was a case about a woman who drugged her sister but got off scot-free because her mental state didn't match the newly narrowed legal wording. Today has zeroed in on a particular case of a man striking a plea bargain for a 10-year sentence in exchange for testifying against his friend despite his participation in the crime. I mean, kind of feel bad for them. It's a cycle of abuse. They felt like he had no other choice. She looks at you like you just spoke in French.
You aren't really empathizing with him.
No, just thinking out loud. The system is broken. I don't understand how people can just see injustice and do nothing. That's why I'm taking criminology. I want to protect people. I want to serve justice. There you are. The campus is so busy at this time of the year.
I guess everyone starts showing up to lectures when they realize they need the attendance grade after all.
Where were you today?
I was there. I was looking for you.
I was at the front. I couldn't find you. Maybe I should wear a sparkly hat so it's easier for you to see me? I'm pretty plain after all.
You don't think so. But what right do you have to correct her? Raising your hand to the air, you make the L sign. How about this? She giggles, finding it a bit ridiculous.
Oh, what are you doing?
If we ever lose each other in the crowd, we'll use this sign to find our way back to each other.
I don't think you realize how romantic you made that sound.
What if I said I did?
Hmm?
Will you go out with me, Karina?
You'll never forget the way her eyes widened, or the way she bit her lip softly before she said yes. The memory stayed with you even after the two of you broke up.
Your breath quickens. You're almost there, almost at the exit. Someone grabs at your collar. Fah!
Oh, wait! Shit! Stop right there! Ah!
A gunshot followed by a girl's scream. You whip your head around. The robber clutches her arm. A bullet lodged inside. She groans in pain, collapsing to the ground. You hadn't even noticed her coming up. When did she get this close? Karina stands right behind her, her gun raised high, finger on the trigger. Now! Get out of here! Don't waste any more time. You dash for the door, making it outside. Officers follow after, armed and ready, positioning themselves. You're safe. You find a bench and throw yourself onto it, adrenaline rushing through your veins. Heart is still pounding. You look through the glass to see Karina with a stern-looking officer and a supervisor of sorts. She doesn't get scolded for long. There's more pressing matters to worry about. You think back to the way Karina fired at the robber without hesitation. She was so focused, so determined. She saved you. If it weren't for her, you wouldn't have escaped. You would have...
Need some water?
In the blink of an eye, she's right in front of you, a cup in hand. Oh, yeah, thanks. I need that. You look up at her. It's been a while since we last met, huh?
It has. Shame it was under such circumstances. But I'm glad you're safe.
The radio crackles. Volkova, we've confirmed Adrian Kroll is in this building. Command is requesting your presence.
I'll be right there.
She grabs your wrist.
Stay close to me. I need to make sure you're safe.
You follow her around the building, where you see more of the police. Several officers are setting up a command post. Negotiators arriving with their headsets to rest secure the perimeter with caution tape. We'll be negotiating with them via the intercom. Our primary objective is to get both Adrian Crow and the hostages out alive.
Understood.
She picks up an earpiece and slips it on, adjusting it to fit. We have attained better resolution of the surveillance feed. Suspect has been identified as A.U. Nuri Lestari, former EverTrust employee.
A.U.? Yes, we've confirmed the identity of the suspect who orchestrated the attack.
There's no way. A.U. You haven't heard of that name in years.
What, you know her?
She was your old coworker, a coworker you had trained yourself. You weren't that close to her, yet you step closer to the officer. That can't be right. I've worked with her before. She didn't seem like a bad person. The officer ignores you. I told you about her, Karina. That was the grad. Quiet one. She was shy, didn't get along with the other grads. Karina stares at the red and blue flashes on the wall.
People change, Roma.
The way the words land feels like she's describing more than just AU.
The person you worked with is gone. But Nuri has an extensive criminal record. Illegal possession of a firearm, defamation, and a restraining order filed against her, on top of her history of instability. We'll need to exercise caution. She's dangerous.
She connects herself to the intercom.
We want to resolve this peacefully. No one has to get hurt. How much money are you asking for?
You hear Nuri through the static. She lets out a dry laugh.
I don't need your money. I already told you. Bring me Adrian Crow. What do you achieve from this? What exactly do you want?
I want the truth about the Recovery Assistance Program.
The Recovery Assistance Program?
Yes. If Adrian Crow lives, many more than these hostages will die. Karina takes off her headset, pinching the bridge of her nose. It's going to be hard to negotiate with someone like her. She's too stubborn. We'll need to use a different strategy. Tell the police about Nuri. Give police the layout. You don't know her. The AU you know is clearly gone. The one who watched Selvi push your manager's head down and did nothing. The one who watched an innocent man bleed out as his girlfriend cried. She's not IU, or AU. You tell them about staircase routes, passwords to security doors, where each girl is standing, what you suspect they are armed with. You think back to the man who tried to make a run for it, the one who got shot. There's an injured civilian. He needs medical attention immediately.
Well, right.
Can I English today? What is actually happening?
We'll prioritize him. There we go.
With this intel, we have a solid breach plan. We'll have her apprehended before she can press that button.
And the civilians?
We'll have a team extract them during the brief.
Good.
The officer turns to you. You have been a great help. You just saved a lot of lives with the intel you've provided us. You will be seen as a hero after today. We'll make sure of that. You go back to the command post, listening for Nuri.
You're moving faster now. He told you, didn't he?
The intercom cuts off. You watch the tactical team gear up. Rifles, shields, bulletproof vest. Karina is among them. She's becoming more and more procedural, her movements efficient. She meets your eyes. For a moment, you see her the way you used to. The girl who believed in justice with a passion that was almost scary. She speaks to Nuri again.
This is your last chance. Let the hostages go and come out peacefully. We can resolve this without anyone else getting hurt.
A laugh, tired, a little afraid even.
Remember her. Remember Maya. I'm never giving up.
Karina takes the headset off and reloads her gun.
If she reaches for the detonator, I'll take the shot.
You think about IU, the coworker you trained. You think about Karina, the woman you met at university who believed in justice and wanted to do something good. She's about to kill. Wait, maybe we should... It's too late. The breach has already started. The breach was over as soon as it started. You're standing outside watching the officers emerge from the bank. They're leading the hostages out, both employees and customers. Selvi is in handcuffs, barely able to resist. The rest of the crew don't walk out. You don't need to ask what happened. The situation is officially resolved. It is a success. You're hailed as a hero. Bank employee provides key intel in hostage standoff and saves lives of many. A hostage situation at the EverTrust City branch came to a bank decisive end yesterday afternoon, with police crediting a bank employee's insider knowledge for the swift resolution of the crisis. A loan officer at the branch, going by the blah 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 Roma, I don't know what the fuck that word is, I'm not gonna butcher it, was among those initially held hostage before he was released to assist negotiators outside. Officials say the loan officer provided detailed information on the building's layout, security systems, and the suspect's positions, allowing a tactical team to plan and execute a breach with precision. English, I'm waiting for it to go. There you go. Without the intel he provided, the situation could have ended very differently, he said Detective Karina Volkova at a press conference this morning. His cooperation saved lives. The primary suspect, identified as Ayu Nuri Lestari, 22, a former EverTrust employee, was killed during the breach after reportedly attempting to detonate an explosive device. Her accomplices were apprehended at the scene. All hostages, including EverTrust CEO Adrian Crow, were safely evacuated during the operation. Crow praised both police and Antonov in a statement released Tuesday evening. I owe my life to the bravery of our officers and to Roma, who kept this composure under unimaginable pressure, Crow said. EverTrust will not forget what he did for us today. Antonov, visibly shaken by unharmed, declined to comment further, citing the ongoing investigation. Colleagues described the loan officer as reserved but dependable. He's not the type to want attention, said one coworker who requested anonymity. But everyone in that bank owes him. Hopefully, that answers your questions. Is there anything else you'd like to know? Would you recommend this new loan scheme? It's our most competitive option. The customer signs. When they leave, Lauren comes round to your desk. Parham is still recovering, wrapped in a sling. She doesn't need to cast anymore, but she still moves carefully. How's our star employee doing? Corporate's really happy with how the rollout of the new program is going. It will be even more profitable than the Recovery Assistance Program. The new campaign, the one that replaced the Recovery Assistance Program, is largely the same features, same terms, nothing more than a rebranding. Regardless, it's been effective. The phone buzzes, it's Karina. You coming to my promotion celebration dinner? You know I will. Drinks afterwards? Damn. That was a good one. Let me know if you guys liked that or want to see more games similar to this one. Hostage Heart, Cookie out.